conversions can actually save you quite a bit of money in the long run because you don't actually buy a whole gun. I mean, some people prefer to buy a whole nother gun, which is perfectly okay because I would agree with that. I love buying guns, don't get me wrong, but if you're in a situation where you want another caliber and you don't exactly have the money to pay the full price for a gun, then you can buy a conversion for almost any gun you want now, but Glocks are one of the most common. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I have a Glock 23 I actually bought off of one of my buddies for a good price, and it is a Gen 3. Honestly, I paid $500 for this gun. Had to convert. It is a 40 cal, and he has the 9mm conversion barrel from Lone Wolf Distributors. I had one of those in my Glock 17. It was threaded. This one is not though. So let me show you the gun, and then we'll get into talking about the conversions. Alright guys, so here is my Glock 23 40 caliber, as you can tell. I won TLR1 Streamlight on this. Pretty reliable flashlight from for how much I paid for it, how long I've had it. But that's all I've done in this besides conversion. Like I said, this is Gen 3, and here is the conversion barrel for it. So this is 9mm Lone Wolf Distributors, as you can tell. And one reason I actually was okay with buying the 23, because I originally wanted the Glock 19, and as you can tell, it is not loaded. I originally wanted the Glock 19, same gun and all, but it is a 40 cal, it's 23. So my buddy is a huge Glock fan. I mean, that's almost all he buys. He buys, sells, I mean, he trades them. He'll customize these. Got this in, and he decided that he wanted to go a different route with a different gun. Well, I wanted a Glock 19, and he told me that he would sell this to me. I want a 40 caliber handgun. Well, he told me he had the conversion barrel, so I thought about it. I actually talked to my girlfriend about it, and I sat there and I was like, well, $500. You get the gun, you got the barrel, and I thought it was a good idea. So I ended up buying it, and I've been pretty happy with it. So one reason a conversion can save you money is because you pay for the barrel, not a full gun. This gun, he paid a little over $500 for it, new. The barrel was about $150, so $650 before taxes, and say if I did want another caliber gun and I bought a Glock 19, I would not be able to put a 40 cal in there because the diameter of the barrel here. The reason why I was okay with buying a 40 cal is because technically I have 3 guns in one. I could do 40 cal, I could do 9mm, and I could do 357 SIG, which I don't have yet, but I do plan on getting eventually. Multiple ways you can go with buying a conversion rather than just 40 cal to 9mm to 357 SIG. I mean, you could do 45 auto to 10mm, and there's so many ways you could go about it and save money if you're in that situation. So if you're thinking about getting a gun, I mean, it could be 9mm, whether it's Glock, Springfield, the MP series, you know, whatever you're thinking about getting, just think about if you want to have more calibers, if you already have that caliber, if it's something that you'd be into. Maybe you already have this gun and you're thinking about getting the Glock 19. Because, I mean, you could literally just buy the barrel and you will have a Glock 19. It says 40 cal. It is a 23, but other than that, it is no different than your Glock 19. Now, this is a 9mm magazine, which, of course, you will need because the 40 cal magazine, obviously, it will hold less, but as you can tell on the top, this is wider in diameter. Your 9mm will fit in this, but it will be loose. It won't exactly line up like a 9mm and a 40 cal would line up in their separate magazines. So you could have stovepipes. I mean, it may try to feed more than one at once, and I mean, you could run into some issues. But besides that, I mean, it will be just as reliable as another Glock. If you are interested in buying a barrel, or you may already have one from Lone Wolf Distributors, they make excellent parts. But if it were my occasion and I wanted the 19, but I could get this for cheaper and very little use condition. I mean, and a lot of times we went out shooting together. I was with him to shoot this gun, so I knew it had been taken care of, and I knew who had shot it, and so I really didn't mind it at all. But you can definitely save money if you run into anything. Sometimes you run into bills, especially if you live on your own and you have a baby on the way. You got to pay some stuff off. Then a conversion may be the way to go. Let me know what you guys think. If conversions are a great way to go. If they're worth the time, and let me know if you've done conversions and what kind of money you saved on this stuff. It could definitely help people out in many ways. Some people may not exactly, think about doing conversions until they realize, hey, same gun, I could save money on this, and, I mean, it may be a different route to go.